Hey learners, what is up? Let's learn something today from Master J. For today's video, we are going to discuss problem solving involving three sets. Bago natin talakayin ang mga word problems involving three sets, balikan muna natin ang definition ng Venn diagram. So basically, a Venn diagram is a pictorial representation of the relationships between sets. Ganito ang itsura ng Venn diagram natin kapag three sets na yung pinag-uusapan. So again, the rectangle represents the universal set, while the three circles represent the three given sets, namely set A, set B, and set C sa example na to. Also, dapat tandaan that elements are written inside the circle. Pero in some cases, may mga elements na nakasulat outside the circles. Yung mga elements na to, they are written outside the Venn diagram because they are not part of the three given sets. Let's have this Venn diagram. Let us interpret kung ano yung nire-represent ng bawat portion or part ng isang Venn diagram kapag three sets na yung involved. Magsimula tayo from the outside going inside. Sa part na to, dito yung elements of A only. Sa kabila naman, we have B only. And this part, dito yung mga elements ng C only. Sa portion na to, makikita natin yung mga elements na nasa sets A and B but not C. Dito naman ang mga elements ng sets A and C but not B. Sa kabilang side, we have the elements na makikita sa sets B and C but not A. And of course, sa gitna or middle part ng ating Venn diagram, dito yung mga elements that are common to all sets o yung mga parehong elements na makikita sa sets A, B, and C. In short, ito yung ating intersection. Sa labas naman ng ating Venn diagram, dito makikita yung mga elements na hindi kabilang sa three given sets. Ngayon, let us interpret this given Venn diagram by answering some questions. As you can see, our Venn diagram is about the favorite sports of some students. We have three sets represented by three circles, namely volleyball, basketball, and athletics. Now, if we answer this question, how many prefer volleyball only? Based on our Venn diagram, our answer would be 11 students. Yung part na to, this is where we find those students na volleyball lang ang gusto, walang halong basketball or athletics. Likewise, if we answer the question how many prefer basketball only, ang sagot natin ay 15 students. Also, to answer the question how many prefer athletics only, we can say that there are 2 students. Next, how many prefer volleyball and basketball but not athletics? Based on our Venn diagram, there are 8 students. Ito yung mga students na gusto pareho ang volleyball and basketball pero ayaw nila sa athletics. This time, how many prefer volleyball and athletics but not basketball? Ito naman yung mga students na gusto pareho ang volleyball and athletics pero ayaw nilang maglaro ng basketball. And so, our answer would be 4 students. How about this one? How many prefer basketball and athletics but not volleyball? That is correct. Ang sagot ay 6 students. Next, how many prefer to play all 3 sports? Since intersection ang tinutukoy, ang sagot natin ay 3 students or yung nasa middle part ng ating Venn diagram. Let's have this one. How many prefer volleyball or basketball? Sa question na to, tinatanong kung ilan ang bilang ng mga students na gusto ang volleyball o kaya naman ay basketball regardless kung gusto rin nila ng athletics at the same time. So kung gusto niya ang volleyball pero gusto rin niya ang athletics o kaya naman gusto niya ang basketball pero gusto rin niya ng athletics, kasama pa rin sila sa bilang for as long as they like volleyball or basketball. And konting ideya lang, sa math, kapag nakita ang word na or, it means addition. So to answer this question, I-add natin lahat ang number of elements na nasa loob ng circle ng volleyball and basketball. So 11 plus 4 plus 8 plus 3 plus 15 plus 6, ang sagot natin ay 47 students. Ngayon, for this question, how many prefer athletics or basketball? This time, we add these numbers. So 8 plus 15 plus 3 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2, our answer would be 38 students. Next, how many students prefer volleyball or athletics? To get the answer, we have 11 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 6. Therefore, we can say that there are 34 students who like volleyball or athletics. Now, how many do not prefer to play any of the three sports? Obviously, tinutukoy dito yung number of elements na makikita outside the Venn diagram because they are not part of the three given sets. Therefore, based on our figure, we can say that there are 6 students who do not like to play any of the given 3 sports. Lastly, how many students were interviewed all in all? So to answer this problem, kukunin natin yung kabuuang bilang o universal set by adding all the given. So we have 11 plus 8 plus 15 plus 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6, which is equal to 55 students. Now, let's have this word problem. A group of 90 students was asked about the Asian country they want to visit someday. 42 said they like to visit Singapore, 49 like Korea, and 38 like Malaysia. 20 students said they like to visit both Singapore and Korea, 22 like Malaysia and Korea, 19 like Singapore and Malaysia, and 13 want to visit all 3 countries. Tulad ng sabi ko sa previous video natin, sa pagsagot ng kahit anong word problem, we start by writing the given. So sa problem na to, ang universal set natin o kabuuang bilang ay 90 students. Then we have the rest of the given. Also, dapat ding tandaan na importanteng may label o pangalan ang ating mga circles or sets para hindi tayo malito sa paglagay ng number of elements. Sa pagsagot ng mga word problem involving Venn diagrams, magsisimula lagi tayo sa intersection or middle portion ng ating Venn diagram. Based sa mga given, obviously, ang ating intersection ay 13 students. Ito yung mga students na gustong bisitahin yung 3 Asian countries. So we write 13 here. To get this part ng Singapore and Malaysia, ima-minus natin yung 19 students and 13 students. So 19 minus 13, we have 6. Kapag ginad natin yung dalawa, makukuha natin yung both Singapore and Malaysia na 19 students. To get this part naman ng Korea and Malaysia, ima-minus natin yung 22 students and 13 students. So 22 minus 13, we have 9. To solve for this part ng Singapore and Korea, ima-minus natin yung 20 students and 13 students. So 20 minus 13, there are 7 students na nasa part na to. To get this part naman, yung Malaysia only, as you can see sa circle ng Malaysia, we already have 6, 13, and 9. But based on the given, there are 38 students all in all sa set ng Malaysia. So ang gagawin natin, i-add natin yung tatlo, then ima-minus natin mula sa 38. So 6 plus 13 is 19, plus 9 is equal to 28. So 38 minus 28, we still have 10 students. To get this part naman ng Korea, gagawin natin ulit yung process na ginawa kanina. So we already have 7, 13, and 9 sa circle ng Korea, but based on the given, we have 49 students. So 7 plus 13 plus 9, we have 29. 49 minus 29, we still have 20 students. Likewise, to get this portion of Singapore only, we will add 6, 13, and 7, so we have 26. And 42 minus 26, we still have 16 students. Lastly, to check kung may mga elements tayo outside the Venn diagram, i-add lang natin lahat. So 16 plus 7 plus 20 plus 6 plus 13 plus 9 plus 10, the answer is 81. Since 90 ang universal set o kabuuang bilang natin, kulang pa tayo ng 9 students. Now, let us answer the following questions. How many students like to visit Korea only? There are 20 students. How many students like to visit Singapore only? That is correct. There are 16 students. How many students like to visit Malaysia only? Yes, there are 10 students. How many students like to visit Singapore and Korea but not Malaysia? You are right. There are 7 students. How many students like to visit Malaysia and Korea but not Singapore? There are 9 students. How many students like to visit Malaysia and Singapore but not Korea? There are 6 students. How many students like to visit Korea or Singapore? We have 71 students. I-add lang natin yung 16, 6, 7, 13, 20, and 9. How many students like to visit Malaysia or Korea? So i-add natin yung 7, 20, 13, 9, 6, and 10. So we have 65 students. How many students like to visit Malaysia or Singapore? That is correct. We have 61 students. How many students do not like to visit any of the 3 Asian countries? So obviously, ito yung mga elements na nasa outside ng ating Venn diagram. The answer is 9 students. Let's have the last one. A group of 65 moviegoers was asked about the movie genres they usually watch in cinema. 29 said they love to watch action movies. 33 love comedy, and 24 love science fiction. 11 love to watch action and science fiction movies. 19 love comedy and science fiction. 14 love action and comedy. And 9 love to watch all 3 movie genres. Like I said, we always start by writing the given. In this problem, our universal set is 65 moviegoers. Then we have the rest of the given. Huwag kakalimutan na lagyan ng label or pangalan yung mga sets natin para hindi tayo malito sa paglalagay ng number of elements. Since magsisimula lagi tayo sa middle part or intersection ng 3 sets, we write 9 sa middle part ng ating Venn diagram. To get this part ng action and comedy, i-minus ulit natin yung 14 and 9. So 14 minus 9, the answer is 5. Para makuha yung part naman na to, ng both comedy and science fiction, isasubtract natin yung 19 and 9. So 19 minus 9, we have 10. Also, to get this part ng action and science fiction, ima-minus natin yung 11 moviegoers sa 9 moviegoers. So 11 minus 9, we have 2. To solve for this part of science fiction only, we will add first 2, 9, and 10. So 2 plus 9 plus 10, we have 21. Yung 21 na to, ima-minus natin sila sa given na 24 moviegoers. So 24 minus 21, we have 3. To solve for comedy only, we will add 5, 9, and 10. Then ima-minus natin yung total sa 33. So 5 plus 9 plus 10, the answer is 24. 33 minus 24, we have 9. Likewise, to get this part for action only, we will add 2, 9, and 5. 2 plus 9 plus 5, we have 16. 29 minus 16, we have 13. Lastly, to check kung may mga elements tayo outside the Venn diagram, i-add lang natin lahat. So 13 plus 5 plus 9 plus 2 plus 9 plus 10 plus 3, the answer is 41. Since ang universal set natin ay 65, ima-minus natin yung 41 sa 65. So 65 minus 41, we have 14 elements outside our Venn diagram. Now, let us answer the following questions. How many moviegoers like to watch action only? Yes, there are 13 moviegoers. How many moviegoers like to watch science fiction only? There are 3 moviegoers. How many moviegoers like to watch comedy only? Yes, the answer is 9. How many moviegoers like to watch comedy and science fiction but not action? That is correct. The answer is 10. How many moviegoers like to watch action and comedy but not science fiction? Yes, there are 5 moviegoers. How many moviegoers like to watch action and science fiction but not comedy? The answer is 2. How many moviegoers like to watch action or science fiction? Para sagutin ang problem na to, we will add 13 plus 5 plus 2 plus 9 plus 3 plus 10. That's why the answer is 42 moviegoers. How many moviegoers like to watch action or comedy? This time, we will add 13 plus 2 plus 5 plus 9 plus 9 plus 10. The answer is 48 moviegoers. How many moviegoers like to watch comedy or science fiction? Dito, we will add 5 plus 9 plus 9 plus 10 plus 2 plus 3. The answer is 38 moviegoers. How many moviegoers do not like to watch any of the 3 movies? Obviously, these are the elements na makikita outside our Venn diagram. So ang sagot natin dyan ay 14 moviegoers. That's it. Yan ang paraan ng pagsagot ng mga word problems involving three sets. Before we end our video, take note of the following. In a Venn diagram, the universal set is represented by a rectangle while sets are represented by circles. In solving three sets using a Venn diagram, always start with the intersection of the given sets, then going outward. So there you have it, class. I hope you learned something from our video and thank you for listening. See you again next time, masters.